Don't push me, don't tempt me. I'm running on empty.
Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about the transition I made recently into raw veganism, what that is, and why I decided to do so. 2 years ago, I went completely raw for about 2 months, and I absolutely loved it. However, I wasn't into fitness and everything like I am now. Actually, not 2 years ago. It was like 2012. It was right before I started prepping for my first show ever. So I wasn't even really working out that much. And now eating raw is exactly how it sounds. Nothing is cooked over. I mean, there's varying schools of thought, but it's about 116 degrees Fahrenheit that they don't want you to heat the food over. And the premise behind that is that the enzymes in this food, such as plants and grains and foods like that, it loses the enzymes that help you digest them better. So there's 100 ways that people will take this. Some people say that's BS. Some people live by it. I am not 100% raw currently. That's for a variety of reasons, but basically my goals right now don't allow me to be 100% raw. To get the protein that I need, which I'm doing about 1 gram per pound of body weight, I need to have other sources to get my protein, such as beans, quinoa, meat substitutes. So I need to cook that stuff. Now, when I decided to go raw vegan, it was pretty much because my diet wasn't what I wanted to be eating anymore. I woke up and I didn't want to eat anything in my house. I would choke down meat or fish, and I've never really liked meat lately. The meat that I did enjoy is steak, and we can't all go around eating steak all the time. So I haven't even touched chicken in however long, I can't tell you. The only time I would eat it was when I was desperate during prep, and that was all we had cooked. So I would eat ground turkey, and that got played out a lot after a while. There's only so many times you can chop up fish and mask the taste with mustard. So I decided there has to be another way. There has to be a way that I want to eat, that I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay, this shit tastes nice. So I decided to eliminate meat altogether. Now, I don't mind eggs and I don't mind yogurt, so, eggs and dairy I didn't really have a problem with, but let me get to that in a second. So I cut everything out, and right away, the first week, I felt way better, and I felt my energy coming back, and I had no stomach issues, and that's where a lot of people are like, what, you don't have stomach issues? Some people believe that raw food is harder to digest, and it's completely on an individual basis. Some people, that is entirely true. They cannot fucking digest raw food. It hurts them for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Other people can go raw overnight and not have a problem, and I guess that's how I am. I've never had a problem switching to completely raw food. So then after about 2 weeks, I was like, shit, like, I was reading all this stuff. And here's the thing, guys, if you want to research and you want to research something and why you should be doing it, you also need to research why you shouldn't be doing it. So I mean, that's just what you should do all the time. If you're going to research why something works, you want to research the opposite, because you want every piece of information, not just what you want to hear. So I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't be eliminating eggs and eliminating dairy. Maybe I should go ovo or lacto-ovo vegetarian, which is ovo would be you eat eggs, and lacto-ovo would mean you have dairy and eggs. So the first egg meal I ate in about 2 weeks, my stomach was fucked up. And that might be because I eliminated it for 2 weeks, but I was eating that way for years, so I don't really buy that. I think I was having digestive problems because I wasn't eating how I should have been eating in the first place. Um, so that's my take on why I went raw vegan. I like it better. It makes me feel better. Um, to me, it felt right, and you have to do what feels right for you. Um, Everyone's going to be saying, my way's better, but it's actually better for them. It might not be better for you. So, really research. I had a lot of people ask, well, how do I get my protein eating raw vegan? Now, like I said, I'm about 50 to 75% raw now because I need to cook some things to get the protein that I need in it. So, um, and that's a lot of people that are going to be watching this video are actively trying to build muscle. So there's a lot of varying statistics out there. Oh, you need 1 gram per pound of body weight. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. You don't need that much. My thing is about a gram per pound of body weight is what I go with. So to hit those numbers without cooking something and having meat substitutes, it's pretty difficult. I mean, unless you're having 4 scoops of plant protein powder a day. So that's one way I get it is Sun Warrior plant protein, and I'm gonna go into detail in a little bit a few of my meals. So plant protein, pumpkin seeds, hemp hearts, those actually are pretty high in protein. You'll find a lot of seeds are. So I also do meat substitutes, and that will be here in a video in a second. It's called Beyond Beef, Beyond Meat, sorry. And that's about it, and I pretty much hit my numbers that way. Almonds, cashews, nut butters, things like that help me to get my protein in, quinoa, beans. So you can do it. It is possible. Alright, so here's my meal 1. I, right now, am getting about 2 cups of kale, 2 cups of spinach, and then I'm going to cut up a pear. Usually I have an apple, a pear, some type of fruit in my morning drink. And I found that this drink helps make me feel the best throughout the day. So I've experimented with a few breakfast options, but this is really what's working for me. I add about a tablespoon of coconut oil and 1 to 2 scoops of Sun Warrior. I blend that all up with unsweetened almond milk. And I have 2 brands. I have Sun Warrior, and you'll see in a little bit. I also use Plant Fusion. The coconut oil, the fats, they really help me in the morning. So this is my go-to breakfast. Now I'm going to walk you through what I typically have pre-workout. I have about a half to a full cup of oats, and I'm not going to cook these oats. You'll see in a second. I have about 3 tablespoons, I weigh them out, of pumpkin seeds. And I also do 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts. I love hemp hearts. Next, I'm going to cut up some strawberries, half to a full cup, and half to a full cup of blueberries here as well. Now with all of that, I'm going to put about a cup of almond milk, and I let it soak overnight. This is a typical dinner. One of the meals that I actually do cook is my fake chicken, beans, quinoa, and guac. Here we have what I bought for the week. We have a lot of spinach, a lot of kale. Go to farmers markets, guys. Go to your local stores. Go to your local co-op. They'll do a lot of great baskets for you that have better prices. So here also I have a lot of vegan protein bars, pumpkin seeds, I have a lot of chia seeds in the cabinet. A lot of fresh produce, not even seen here. So fresh produce, fresh produce, fresh produce. Lenny and Larry's complete cookies, amazing. They're vegan. Clearly they're not raw, but I do have those a lot. That is Sun Warrior Classic Plus. That is what I use in the morning. Leucine is very important along with BCAAs. You need to look that up, but leucine actually helps you in protein synthesis. So that was Plant Fusion. Chia seeds, love chia seeds. Anything I can get my hands on that are chia seeds. So, sorry, just one quick thing I wanted to tell you is there are a lot of vegan bodybuilding advocates out there. And even people who aren't vegan, like Mark Lobliner has a really good video out there, and there's an IFBB Pro Physique woman who has been vegan since birth. So you really need to utilize your research abilities. One video isn't going to tell you everything. One article isn't going to tell you everything. You need to look at all your bases and cover them. Make sure you know what you're getting into. For the last 2.5 weeks, I all the time have been Googling. So utilize the Google machine, and whatever decision you make, it's for you. No one else has to agree with it. No one else has to see it as a viable option but you. So